Burger now?
I don't know. There's a lot going around that.
What do you think of that nickname?
I don't know. You know, it is what it is. These guys are coming up with some pretty creative nicknames for me. So,
what else are they saying? What's the best one you've heard?
Let's see. Vanilla Vic. That one. Heard Cam Cracker. Yeah, that's about. You know, there's a couple more, but it's getting out of hand.
When you're running, do you ever give a thought to going out of bounds, or you just, I see a guy, I'm going to take him on?
I don't know. It all just depends on the situation. At that time, there's really nowhere else to go, and I saw him, and that was no other thought but just go forward.
Jake, does the Tennessee rivalry mean much to you?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of respect for Tennessee, and I've always grown up watching those games, so yeah, it means a whole lot.
It seems like the three best games that you guys have had are all been on the road. Is that just like a coincidence thing, or it's sometimes easier to be on the road and play?
It's hard to say. I think everybody's really focused on the road. Everything's got to be perfect because you can't hear anything. Those big games, but I think we're ready for those big games.
Do you personally get more pumped up when you walk into a Sanford Stadium or Kyle Field and you kind of see all those guys rooting against you?
I don't know. It's hard not to get pumped up in Bryant-Denny too, so I can't tell you. I'm more pumped up for that game than I am in a home game.
You see Derek run 32 times in a game. What do you think about that?
He's a tough guy, and if there's anybody that can do it, it's Derek, and I got a lot of respect for the way he plays.
What's it about that makes him special in that sense?
He's just so tough. It just never stops, and it's always, whether it's the beginning of the game or the end of the game, he's running the same way. He's just punishing people, and if really the only time anybody gets a good shot on him is when he doesn't know it's coming and he's stood up. So I mean, the guy is just an animal. And he just gets up, keeps going after he does get hit. It's wild.
How's the communication between you and JC when he replaced Ryan at center?
He does a great job. It's tough for a guy to come in like in a situation like that where you can't hear a thing. I mean, I was trying to talk to him face to face and you could barely hear what each other was saying. So for him to come in and play and be, during the week he's not working with that group of guys. So everything changes a little bit at the timing of just the snaps. As you could see, they're just a little different. And it wasn't his fault, some of those false starts or anything, but it just took time to get used to him being in the game. And as soon as we did, I mean, everything picked up.
Did the players at that Ole Miss game kind of take a little bit of ownership of this team as far as pulling everything together, making sure you don't lose sight of the goal?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody just realizes we have to win every game, and so it's our backs against the wall, and you just have to perform out there, to keep everything going.
Is that a good pressure, bad pressure, tough or easier to stay motivated?
I think everybody, it's not a. I don't think anybody looks at it as pressure. It's just everybody just realizes we can't relax.
How are you feeling physically after 7 straight games going into your 8th?
I'm a little sore, but I guess it's football, so I'm feeling good about next week.
What do you do to sort of manage some of that soreness? Do you rest?
Yeah, I try to rest, try to lay around. I went fishing yesterday, so that helps a lot. Just sitting on a boat, so I feel a lot better after that.
Is there mental fatigue that comes with that? I mean, having to prepare for a different team each week and just having to be involved in it mentally, not being able to kind of relax, as you said.
I mean, there is. I think maybe on Monday and Tuesday, everybody's still getting in that recovery mode, and it might be a little slower. But by later on in the week, everybody's really ready to go, and there's no difference between week 7 and week 1.
Let me ask you one more. That Ole Miss game after you came in, you guys really started.